Every video about this object got the facts wrong. Let me show you what the evidence says.
In November 1885, a worker named Riedel at a cast steel and file factory in Schoendorf, Upper Austria, split open a lignite block and pulled out something that shouldn't have been inside. What he found wasn't a stone or a root. It was an iron object roughly the size of a fist, 4 approximately flat sides, a uniform groove running all the way around its middle, and no explanation for how it ended up at a coal seam that geologists would later date to the late Miocene. Almost every other video about this object makes the same mistake. They show a perfect, glowing cube. They put the age at 20 or 60 million years. They drop Riedel's name because a factory worker doesn't make the story feel large enough. The actual object looks nothing like that. Irregular, dark 785 grams, a groove around the middle. If you saw it in a museum with no label, you'd walk right past it. Which is a problem because what's actually strange about this object has nothing to do with aliens. The age of the coal seam isn't even where this gets interesting. What the 1966 analysis found is. And what it left open is the part that should bother you. The coal seam came from the late Miocene. The lignite layer formed between 5.3 and 11.6 million years ago. Not 20 million as most sources say, not 60 million as the dramatic versions claim, 5 to 12 million years, still long before any known iron smelting, still long before any human civilization, and the number that doesn't appear in any other video about this object. The groove running around the middle is what set off speculation early on. Uniform all the way around, depth barely changing. That kind of consistency doesn't come from geological pressure, and it looks like something shaped for a purpose. Over the decades, the object passed through several institutions. From 1950 to 1958, it sat in the Upper Austrian State Museum in Linz. Then the original quietly dropped out of official records. Not stolen, not destroyed, just no longer a priority. Today it's at the Heimathaus Vöcklabruck. A cast copy is in Linz. You could drive there this afternoon. The scientific analysis was supposed to settle this. It settled part of it. The part it didn't is the one that matters. In 1966 and 1967, the Natural History Museum in Vienna ran an electron beam microanalysis on the object's surface. One result came back clear. No nickel, no chromium, no cobalt. That combination rules out a meteoritic origin. Meteorites carry nickel. This object doesn't. The composition matched cast iron. In 1973, metallurgist Hubert Matlianer went further. The casting method matched the Sear-Purdue process, lost wax casting, standard in 19th century Austrian foundries for making small iron components. The Braun factory in Schoendorf, the same place Riedel worked, produced exactly that kind of casting. So the picture that emerged over 3 decades of irregular study was this. The Wolfsegg Iron is most likely a ballast weight or casting from 19th century mining operations. The kind of thing a foundry makes by the hundreds, installs in machinery, and eventually loses track of. That should close the case. For most researchers, it does. Except for one problem nobody has fully resolved. If this is 19th century cast iron, then between the early 1800s and November 1885, it ended up inside a coal seam sealed for 5 to 12 million years. The working explanation, it fell through a crack during mining operations, got covered by subsequent activity, and Riedel came across it when he split the block. It's reasonable, it might be right. What's missing is any geological record of where exactly in the seam the object sat. The coal structure around it was never documented. No sample was taken from the material immediately next to it. No one mapped the seam for signs of disturbance at the find site. None of that documentation exists, and it never will, because the context was destroyed the moment Riedel pulled the object out. That's what gets lost in every other video on this. The uncomfortable question isn't whether an ancient civilization left metal in a Miocene coal seam. It's that the answer is probably ordinary, probably right in front of us and completely out of reach. Because in 1885, nobody wrote down where in the seam it came from. The window closed the day Riedel broke that block open. Whatever was in the surrounding rock is gone now, scattered, discarded, ignored. The case file has an answer written in pencil. The material that would write it in ink no longer exists. The Wolfsegg Iron isn't alone in this. 14 other objects share the same history. Found, investigated, probably explained, and never actually closed. The Wolfsegg Iron is probably a piece of 19th century cast iron from Austria. The chemical analysis, the metallurgical work, the history of the Braun foundry, all of it points that way. The objects it most resembles are industrial components from exactly that time and place. Plus, probably isn't proven though. The mechanism by which a surface object ended up inside a million-year-old formation was never demonstrated for this specific case because the evidence that would demonstrate it is gone. Forget the ancient civilization angle for a minute. What gets me about this case is simpler. An object that deserved careful geological documentation in 1885 got excitement instead. Someone found something strange, people got worked up, and the one thing that would have closed it, a record of its exact position in the seam, was never made. The original is at the Heimathaus Vöcklabruck. You can go see it. It looks nothing like the glowing cube. And that distance between what the internet tells you something is and what it actually turns out to be is the whole reason this channel exists.